Hey guys, welcome to today's podcast. It's quite exciting to be here and to record this podcast for you. Um, I hope the journey has been impactful, interesting, and insightful for you. It's so mind blowing who we can become when we focus and pay attention on the details of our lives and details around us, really. So, we've talked about different areas of our lives where we can level up. But today we want to look at leveling up in your business, in your career. So we're looking at both ends because some people are just not cut out to be entrepreneurs or and then some people are cut up to be people in the career path. Some people may be able to mix both together while others may not be able to. Now, most times our ability to do validates our general life outlook and um if I don't do something, then I feel unproductive. When I'm not doing something, I feel like I'm not achieving much. When I'm not doing something, I feel powerless. I feel incapacitated, right? And so, but the truth is that our doing must stem from who we really are. So, if we're going to level up in our business, in our careers, then we must be able to level up in ourselves in who we are becoming generally, not just focusing on that career. And so taking time to answer these questions will help us confront heads on the elephant in the room about finances. We don't like to talk about it, but over 50% across the world, people across the world will live healthier if they had more money. So many of the ailments that people go through, they go through it because of their finances. And so we must learn to address it heads on. Relationships, marriages struggle because of resources. So the first question is, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? And what is the end goal of your career? Now, even if you're a student, I would love for you to answer this question. What do you want to do? Right? How would you like to start doing it? And what are you hoping? Like, what's the major thing that you're hoping to achieve at the end of your job, at the end of your career, and all of that? And then number two is, why do you do what you do? Or if you're a student, why do you want to do what you want to do? And as a student, some of you have businesses that you're doing on the side, things that you're doing on the side. Answer it, and remember, there's no shaming you of what you're doing. Everything that you do matter. Every job, every career, everything that you're holding on to, it really really matters. So we are not belittling your career, we're not belittling your profession, we're not belittling who you could be to fit into a cocoon of who we would want you to be. And then number three is, what motivates you to continue? What motivates you to stay? What's your why to keep going? What's your why? You must really be able to identify your why. Why are you in that job? Why are you in that career? Some people are tired of their jobs, some people are tired of their careers, and they don't want to say anything about it. Some people are just frustrated with the way their life's outlook is going, and they don't want to do anything about it. So, one of our responsibilities is for us to look at our lives and really be able to do something about what is going on in our lives, be able to do something about the outcome of our lives, the future, our future, our possibilities, our limitations, and all of that. It's very very important that we become conscious of these things and pay attention to it. The next question that we're going to look at is, what options are available to you in case you need to make changes or consider other options? What are your options? What are your options? One of the reasons why people feel powerless is because we feel like there is nothing that we can do, there is nothing that we are able to do. We are seemingly just stranded and tied to a particular place. We're not tied to a particular place. We're not tied to a particular outcome. We're not tied to a particular room saying, oh, this is where I must be, this is where you must be, this is what you must achieve. Sometimes there needs to be a change, there needs to be an evolving, there needs to be what I call an upgrade. You must be willing to make that change, to make that difference, to dare to bring about the upgrade, to dare to bring about the change that you desire to see. It has to be there. It has to be a conscious effort. It has to be a timely effort. It has to be an intentional effort. All right. So that's something that we need to work on. That's something that we need to partner on. That's something that we need to build upon. What are my options? What's available to me? What are the things I can do? What are my limitations to choose this particular career in this particular market? And then the next question, how much do you earn? Is it enough considering the current state of the economy? And what options are available to you to improve or stabilize your income to thrive in the current economy? So, I want a better life. You want a better life. One of the ways that we can achieve a better life is for us to become intentional about what we're seeking to achieve in our journey, what we're seeking to achieve along the way. And so, how am I going to achieve these things? How am I going to get to this place? How am I going to pursue this outcome? How am I going to arrive at this destination for myself? Do you understand? So, I need to now begin to ask myself that question. And that's the question of, what am I going to achieve? How am I going to achieve it? Do I need to have 5 jobs to achieve it? Is there a way I can? Because you have to consider the fact that 5 jobs will not let you have a relationship. 5 jobs will not let you serve God if you're a believer. Five God of jobs will not be able to allow you to rest. So you'll find that all that you do every time is working. And that's dangerous. That's very dangerous because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, the bottom line is that you have to come out and account for your time. How much time, how much time will I be able to achieve or use to get things done? How much time is available to me? And what am I doing with the time that is available to me? Because it's not just having the time, it's being able to maximize it as well. Number three, or number next, what are the limiting beliefs that are hindering your level up financially? This could be, but not limited to, your beliefs about money, your age, your gender, opportunities available to you based on your location, um, how to maximize the opportunities, mentorship within your career space, and the likes of it. So I don't just want you to list out limiting beliefs. I want you to answer questions like, why is it a limitation? Why is your limiting belief limiting you? Right? Why is your limiting belief a problem? Why is it something that should not be taken seriously? Why is it something that should be taken seriously? It's very, very important that you answer all these questions, because if you do not answer these questions, you will find yourself in that place where you are limited but yet unaware that you are limited. All right. So, how does leveling up affect your standard of living? What new financial implications are attached to your decision to level up? Everything of value costs money. So, for example, we're going to be having an end of year masterclass. For you to be a part of that masterclass, you have to pay for it. That could be a financial implication for you, that you'd say, okay, I want to pay to be a part of the end of the year masterclass. I want to pay to be a part of or to have a clarity call with me because I do clarity calls for 2 hours. You can pay to do clarity calls to properly articulate where you are and then invest in your future. And then there's other coaches as well. You could also invest in being a part of our mindset reset end of year retreat. All these things are things that you can invest in. And then what do you plan to have in place to increase your income? And what systems would you inoculate as you progress? So it's not just knowing how you are going to level up and the financial implication of it, but what's your plan? How are you going to come up with your plan? What are you going to do to partner with for your time or for your plan, sorry, right? So it's something that you need to be conscious about. It's something that you need to be intentional about. It's something that you need to pay attention. Oh dear, sorry about that. It's something that you need to pay attention, intentionally pay attention. Don't joke with this and be thorough. Think about it. If you need help, you can book a clarity session to really break down systems and structures that you can apply to see, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. This is how I'm trying to do it. This is what the outcome that is coming about. How am I going to come about it? What am I going to do about it? Things like that. You just have to be intentional about the outcome that you're seeking to build. You have to just be intentional about it. Be conscious of it and work towards it. So I hope this helps you as you build and as you journey to level up in your business. If it's a business thing, you need to know, how do I scale my business? How do I go from a small business to entering into the global market to sell to people outside of my jurisdiction or outside of my current location? How do I influence people that are close to me or not close to me? How do I affect people irrespective of where they are? So you have to begin to consider these things, think about these things. You have to begin to become conscious about these things because remember, change doesn't happen suddenly. It requires change, and growth does not happen suddenly. It requires a systemic, deliberate, and intentional process for you to get there. It must be systemic, it must be deliberate, and it must be intentional. I want you to put it in the chat. I am systemic, I am deliberate, and I am intentional. Let me know in the chat how today's conversation has helped you and how it has empowered you to level up in what you do concerning your finances. Until next time, bye for now.